This is my life. This is my passion. This is Ike's Outdoors.
Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. Today we're going to be doing a product review on the new Medusa rest from Bowfinger Archery. This is a product that I'm very excited about. They contacted me quite a while ago and asked me if I would do this review. I was more than happy to say yes based on the products that I've reviewed from in the past. I've got pretty high expectations of this. Bowfinger makes the Bowfinger 2.0 camera mount that I use and that I love real well, and I'm very impressed with the machining on that, and I've had a chance to play with this one a little bit, and it's very impressive rest as far as the machining goes. Now we're going to actually put this on my prime, and we're going to test it out and give it a few shots, you know, and see how well it holds up under conditions. But just looking at it, this is a very solid built rest, very nice, pretty lightweight still, but very just built like a tank. Really nice built rest, good machining to it, good amount of adjustment. We'll get we'll show you a good close-up on this here pretty quick, but very nice tongue on it. Really like that. Got a nice, your arrow's really going to fall down in there and be held secure. So we're going to show you some features of this. We're going to get up close here and show you some features of this, and then we're going to take it, install it in a bow, show you that, and then we'll take it out, shoot it a little bit, and show you what we think from there. Okay, so we'll give you a good close-up look at this here. Really like the machining on this, like I said. Really like the adjustability to this. This will fit any bow, and you can see right here you have 3 different holes, so you can change the elevation of your rest. So all you gotta do is pop out this bolt right here, and you have 3 other holes you can see on the back side that you can move that to change the elevation on your rest. So I really like that adjustability to it. Really like the hooked launcher arm. Really your arrow's gonna set down in there really well, and those arms are gonna hold it really nice as well. And I also like the adjustability of the actual tongue, your actual launcher. You've got, let's see, 6 holes down here to adjust your left and right. So it should work. It should be real easy to set up and real easy to adjust your left and right out. So it also has a windage adjustment up on top. Nice, easy to adjust. No problems there as far as your windage adjustments. Also has your marks on the side, so you can move it minutely and not get too lost, you know, on how far you're moving it. It's easy to handle. Really like the way it works. It's got a drop lock brake system, so it's gonna whenever you shoot, it's gonna eliminate that bounce back. Uses a slim launcher arm that is going to allow you to set up your center shot a lot easier. This will work whether your arm is down or up. So if you've got it hooked to your bow and it's down, when you pull your bow back, it's simply going to raise up like that. Or you can use it up in this locked position, and when you pull your bow back, this is going to be hooked to your down cable, and it's going to free it up, and then it's going to fall. The opening here, you can see by looking at this opening, it has a nice opening to it. No machine. You're not touching the edge of the steel here. You're touching an actual inside. It's got a radius in there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's actually rolling on a probably a piece of steel or a piece of aluminum in there that's got a radius on it. So that's going to make your cord life last a lot longer. Precision CNC machining, durable metal components on it. Heavy duty, but it's lightweight. Good compact design. Really like that. Offset cord, it's off to the side a little bit, both vertical and horizontal adjustments. 4 launcher arm mounting positions. Like we said, we've got several different positions here where we can mount this thing up, and we got the hooked launcher arm on there again. It also comes with the attachment here. We've got, let's see, get this stuff all out of here. We got 3 different pieces of felt. So when the felt wears out, we'll be putting that right inside our launcher arm. When the felt wears out, we can simply replace it and put on a new piece of felt. Bolt to mount it to our mount it to our bow. We'll also have a cable clamp, which I like. I like to have a cable clamp on mine, so we can use that to install it to the bow, and that's what we'll end up doing is using this cable clamp instead of serving it directly in. So next thing we're going to do here is we're going to put this on my prime and kind of go over the installation instructions real quick with this thing. I'm not going to cover them too great, but we're going to cover them as well as we can. I've got the Medusa on here set up, or at least attached to the bow. One of the first things I notice is the long throat here. It's got a really long throat compared to some of the other rests I've used where you attach it to the bow. And the reason I like that is because on this side, whenever I set my elevation adjustment, let's put this down. If I set my elevation and it's actually correct, but it's slapping against that shelf, I can actually move this back, see how the rest fell there, and to where it's not touching the shelf. So I really like that aspect of it. The other aspect that I like real well is the adjustability. It was real easy to adjust. Just by loosening this bolt here, I was able to adjust my elevation. Just by loosening this bolt here, I was able to adjust my windage, my left and right. Everything's nice and tight, really goes together well. I'm going to go ahead and take this and show you the dovetail underneath. Got a nice dovetail underneath there, fits pretty good, and doesn't slide. You know, it doesn't slide, doesn't stick, doesn't move in a jerky kind of fashion. It just slides really nice, and that's true for both the windage and the elevation. So next thing we're going to do here is get this set level and go ahead and time this thing. Okay, like all drop away rests, there's a couple different ways of attaching this. You want to make sure to attach it to your down cable. That's pretty easy to determine which one's going down. Here's your cables here. Your down cable will actually move in a downward position as you're pulling the bow back. Attach it to your down position, grab hold of the string, give it just a little bit of a tug. You don't have to pull the bow all the way back. You can see that this one right here is moving in a downward direction, so that's our down cable. This one's moving up, that's our up cable. So you can actually put this in a press, split that, and insert it here and serve it along there. Couple different fashions of being able to do that, and time it as you go there. You can also tie a kind of a half hitch in this thing, and just a real simple knot like this, something like that. And you can put, and they include these two knocking points. You can separate those, put them right on the string, and you can, once you get it adjusted, you can set those, clamp those in, and that's going to hold it. I prefer to use the clamp when I'm testing because a lot of them come with these clamps, and a lot of these clamps are junk. So we're going to go ahead and use the clamp and try that out and see how well this thing actually works. Okay, so we got a nut on the back side here. We're going to actually put this right there in that groove, and we're going to take our cord from the Medusa, and for right now we're just going to lay it in there as well. And we are going to, we're not really worried about timing or anything like that right now. We're just worried about getting this thing on here just like that. And we're going to tighten it down. We're not going to tighten it. You can see I still got some movement to it. And we got it on there that quick, that easy. We're on there and we're ready to start our timing process. Okay, so we have the rest installed. We've got our clamp installed. Per the instructions from Bowfinger, I've got this pulled tight. I've got this down about even with the bottom of my grip. It says to put it below. It says to put it an inch below, but that would put me down here, and I don't want to go. I don't want it to be contacting. So I've got this loose where it'll slide. I've got my rest in the up position, and I've got a knot tied there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull this bow back, and you can see that it now has moved positions to where it should be. Let's hope. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to tighten this clamp down now, and we're going to pull it back again. Okay, so now we've tightened our clamp down. You can see we've got slack there. What we're going to do is with this in the upper position, we want to be able to pull it back, and we want it to come loose just like that. So with it in the up position, give this bow a pull, and it came loose. Perfect, just like that. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, and the instructions don't say this, but I'm going to verify that this is in the correct position by pulling it back with the rest in the down position, just like that, to make sure it's coming up exactly where I want it, and if it's not, I can fine tune it from there. Just like that, right up there in a good position, right up tight where it's supposed to be, and we let it down just like that. Just to verify it again, we're going to do it one more time with it in the up position. Right there, easy to do. Now when you're shooting this, you're going to want to shoot with your cock vane up or out. You don't want to shoot with your cock vane down. I shoot with mine actually up at about a 1 o'clock position. And you can see I've been shooting it here. You watch the rest. Right there it's disengaged. I'll creep forward a little bit. Nice. Quiet too. What I'm really impressed with how quiet this thing is and how well it performs. I've got some excess down here that I'm going to be trimming off, but I wanted to make sure everything was in time, everything's shooting right. I don't even have the felt on there, and this rest is just so quiet. I'm going to shoot it from the down position this time. And that made a little bit of noise, dragging it across there. So, very easy to set up, real quality made, a lot of adjustments to it. Really impressed with the amount of adjustment that this rest has. With all the different settings you can put your blade or your launcher, the different ways you can adjust it, your elevation on the side, different ways you can set it up. You got 3 different ways you can set up your clamp here. Which I like this clamp real well. I prefer to use the clamps if at all possible because they seem to be a little bit more reliable. Now with some companies, they're not real good and they tend to slide around. This one seems pretty solid. Doesn't seem like it wants to move around, so really like that clamp. Seems like it's going to be pretty good. So overall, I think the Medusa rest is excellent. We get that felt put on here and get my cradle set up here in the front so I can rest my arrow in it. But real reliable. I only took a few shots with it here on camera, but what I've shot it here over the last little bit that I've been shooting it, very impressed with the reliability of it, the quietness, the no noise factor to it. Really impressed with the design. I really like the design overall. Can't say enough about the design of this thing. Just the versatility is awesome. So very impressed with it, just like I am with all of Bowfinger Archery's products. Really like their bow mount, camera mount. I use it on when I'm filming my hunts. So check this out, Bowfinger Archery. We'll put their website right here. Check out the Bowfinger 2.0 and the original Bowfinger while you're there as well. Highly recommend those for you guys that are wanting to film your own hunts. Those in combination with the PlaySport are what I use to film mine. So this is the Medusa rest, and I'm very impressed with it overall. Love everything about it. Check this out, Bowfinger Archery. We'll put the link right here. More product reviews, how-to videos. We've also got a review of the Bowfinger 2.0 if you want to check that out on our website, IkesOutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.